Welcome back, one and all, to Parasite Eve. I'm the Arcane Rogue, and this episode is being posted a little late because I got a cold. Hooray! So if I suddenly go mute, it's because I'm coughing. What does Eve want from us? Well, it looks like she wants to gather people in one big area. She's got my boy involved. She's gonna pay. Well then, step on it. Hang in there, Ben, I'm coming. Central Park. Gotta watch out for those Central Park Rangers. Ben! Daniel, no. Daniel. Remember Carnegie Hall, Daniel. Gotta get my boy, rookie. Yeah. Like I said, remember Carnegie Hall. Sometimes you gotta look before you leap, old man. I don't care if I burn. I mean, as a father, I also understand that sentiment. There is nothing I would do. Sorry. Nothing I wouldn't do to save my children. I'll go. He's my son. He's the only family I got. Can't do anything. Also, you know, like, if you're dead, Daniel, that's a big problem for Ben. Because, you know, big problem. Just leave it to me. But do you have much choice, Daniel? Aya, don't make promises that you're not 100% capable of keeping. You can't make that promise. You'll do your best to get them out safe, though. Well, that's true. Ben does need you. Won't do Ben any good if Daniel dies. That's right, you can count on Aya. This is also my second attempt at recording this video because, I should not record when I'm taking certain cold medications. I turn into a rambling, incoherent mess. But Rogue, how is that any different than normal? Shh! Didn't ask you. We'll go ahead and we will put down a save. See? Overwrite my entrance save from the previous attempt at recording. And then we'll move on. First thing I will point out is that we are going to meet a new enemy when we show up in here. Game immediately makes a liar out of me. It's snakes! I swear there's two of them. There it is. The yellowy green one, the little one, can only attack you physically in melee range. The red one also can only attack you in melee range, but it'll poison you too. And you can see that giant range we get from the rifle. So, it's pretty nice. Yeah, we'll go ahead and take everything. I will do my best to get all the treasures in this run, but if I miss something, feel free to put it in the comments. Someone also pointed out that in episode 2, there's a part where Wix looks like he is wearing no pants. And once you see it, you can't unsee it. Go back and watch. See for yourself. Alright, so there's 2 treasure chests. One in front of this left gate, one in front of the right gate. Don't do what I normally do, which is just like run straight across, because then Aya will just go through the middle gate, because that's a door. Yeah, you want to actually kind of take a little bit of a circuitous route there, then go through the door. Get some more treasure here. Here we get an M9. It's another handgun. It's not as good as our rifle. I won't be keeping it. I don't know if I will discard it or not. But you can see it's just not as good all around. Can I look at it? No. Well, that's frustrating. Because I don't know if it has any movable stats. Anyway, we got another new enemy here. Crows! And crows drop an important item if you're going for the optional super weapon in the game. And that item is junk. You may be wondering, Rogue, why are crows carrying junk? Crows are attracted to shiny objects, like most corvids. And if you give them shiny objects, they'll adopt you into their flock. And then they'll hurt people who hurt you. I'm not joking. Once you are adopted into the flock, they will defend you. Do you know what a group of crows is called, viewers? It's called a murder. Anyway, go in here, and if we start searching around, find a key in a desk, we'll go ahead and we'll take that. Open this cupboard, and we get a special vest, or a SP vest, or a spectral vest. I don't know what it's called. All I know is it's better than our Kevlar vest. Eventually, I will try to move the bonus points from our Kevlar vest over. Or KV vest. This guy shows that Eve was here. Aya, if you please. And if we move the bed, we can get to this cupboard, which contains a freaking grenade launcher. Yep, just grenade launchers casually laying about in the New York City Zoo. That special ability that it has, if you noticed, is the heat ability, so it adds a heat element to our attacks. In my opinion, it is not very good in any way, shape, or form. And the enemies that are weak to heat, you know, I don't know what they are, but basically, like, if they're weak to it, they take extra damage, and if they're not weak to it, they take less damage, or they don't take damage at all. Can't remember exactly how it works, but it's no fun. And here we should be meeting another new enemy. He's a monkey. Somebody call Frieza. If you get too close, it swipes at you with that hand. If you get too far away, it throws the big one at you. And we get some bonus points. We finally have over 100. Take that ammo, thank you. Go ahead and distribute our bonus point. I'm gonna go ahead and put it on our gun. You can, if you notice, you can put it on your active time, which reduces the time it takes for your ATB gauge to charge. You could add to your item capacity. These will not transfer over to the New Game Plus mode, so be aware of that. Or you can add it to your weapon stats. So, bear that in mind. Anyway, if we go down here, we can get some more prizes. Ammo plus 15. And there is some variability to what you can find in these treasure chests. Just FYI. This screen contains a special battle area that you can get to that people like to use to reliably farm junk for the super weapon. It's a monkey and 2 crows. I'm not going to demonstrate it because I want to keep the encounter point at 100%. But essentially later on you get the ability to steal from your enemies. And what you can do is you can steal from the crows and then run from the battle. These guys are difficult because they can not only hit you across the screen, but they do that, and that gas can poison you. See? We're poisoned. You see the little beaker in the lower right? It's not a huge problem, but if I let it sit too long, it will take us down very badly. So let's just go ahead, and we do not have detox. So we'll use a QP, Pure P. Or they can whiff at you wildly. Poison isn't the only status ailment in the game. You can also get hit with something called stiffness, which is akin to paralysis. Okay, Rogue. Let's summon your brain power here. Rub those 2 brain cells together. Why don't you? Can you do that, Rogue? Can you rub your 2 brain cells together to maybe spark an idea? No, it seems like I might be operating on 1 brain cell. The other one might have clocked out. Anyway, we're gonna go back this way because I want to go into the middle area. This door that I passed up previously. Getting vibes from Parasite Eve 2. And here is the jungle exhibit. Ow. Should have shot the other one. Nice. Yeah, I'll take that medicine one. Why not? Just use it real quick. You do not have to be sparing with using your medicines. Like, you're gonna get plenty of medicine throughout the game. Many types of rainforest snakes. Some are poisonous, some are not. Giant worms of South America have are important to the rainforest ecosystem. Look for the brown monkey, one of our playful rainforest friends. It is decidedly less playful. Now it just wants to hurt us. Anyway, if you go around here, there's a few treasure chests we can open. And here we get a medicine 2, which is double the effect of medicine 1. I know, that's a real surprise. A cure P. And a defense plus 1. I'm going to slap that down on our armor right meow. Depending on how many tools we get, I may do some modifications here in the field to our weapons and armor. I don't think you can access the tool menu without a tool. Oh, you can. So we can look at the M9. Okay, so it has a bonus to range and bullet capacity. Nothing really that I'm too concerned about, so like, if it push comes to shove, I'll dump it. M203, I don't care about that special ability, so the only thing I would move would be the attack and the range. And again, don't really care about those right now. Oh, back in a second. I failed to dodge a couple of hits there. And we get the detox ability. That gives us a few, or lets us cure poison with our parasite energy, which I realize I never really properly explained. So you see in the bottom right there, there's our PE. That's our parasite energy. It recharges during battle slowly. It's essentially like MP. It lets us use our parasite abilities. Alright, so moving on. I believe we want to go back this way. And then back this way again. Is it back here? It is back here. All right. Fantastic. Just a couple of snakes. Snakes! Like I'm playing Sweet Home or something. If you don't know what Sweet Home is, it's a scary video game for the NES. Well, I say scary, but it doesn't frighten me in the least. It might frighten some of you. I don't know. Depends on what your tolerance for horror is. It was never published in the US as far as I'm aware. Anyway, down here's another fixed encounter point. I believe it's a snake and a couple of birds. You could use that little divide in the middle to your advantage to keep the snake away from you. So just keep that in mind. Anyway, if you go south from here, that'll take you back to the screen with the special encounter point that has the brown monkey and the two crows that I avoided. And to progress through Central Park, we have to go through here. All of the animals have escaped. You think, Aya? We go to the left. We're met by a crispy critter and an invisible plot wall, as H.C. Bailey would say. Anyway, here's the amphitheater for Central Park. Presumably, this is where our concert takes place. You know, I've never actually gone left here. Can you actually go through here? You can! Takes you to the same location as the other entrance. There's another way. The holiday season brings joy to us all. Really, Eve? I'm not sure. Anyway, the other entrance in front brings you directly here as well. Only a little bit more to the right. There is an entrance further off to the right, but you can't do anything with it yet. Also, horror warning, if you dislike people turning into goo, you might want to skip ahead on the timeline. And this Christmas will be the most special of all. You mean, because last Christmas you gave them your heart and the very next day they gave it away? Apparently that groan was because I made that reference. Special because I will no longer be under the control of a host, rogue, you fool. As I have since the dawn of time. As I have since? Do you mean have been as you have been since the dawn of time? Humans are weak. I think this is meant to be two sentences. Humans are weak. Mitochondria can self-evolve. Mitochondria must now take over the nucleus. Okay, Eve. Calm down. Yeah, so, forward about 90 seconds if you wanna... if you're sensitive. If future Rogue remembers, he will try to put, chapters in the timeline for you. I have to get backstage to stop her. You know, she sings beautifully for a murderous psychopath. Sorry, got distracted by the music. Ghost Girl. Let's just take a moment. Make sure our weapon is loaded. No particular reason. And you know, we'll just go ahead and use a little bit of parasite energy to heal up. Again, no particular reason. Just get twitchy anytime we have to go confront Eve here. Why are you doing this? You again. But you are too late. You will not ruin my plans as you did last night. What plans? Stop! I see Eve listens just about as well as my toddlers. I tell them to stop, they just ignore me and move on with their day. But now that Eve has turned her entire audience that was still here for some mysterious reason despite the concert supposedly being cancelled into a big puddle of goo, the ghost girl tells us to go this way. Here's the bit where I might get a little lost. We might end up going in circles. So we want to come up here, and there was a hint of a gift, a present over here. Ammo plus 15, excellent. And then over here there's also another one. I just gotta find it. There it is. Looks like it's in the front right corner. And that's a revive item, so if Aya gets KO'd in combat, it'll auto-revive her. And here's a save point. And also, a bear! The bear just wants to give us huggles. I don't particularly want to hug the bear. Kind of want to just poke it with my gun. If you let it, it'll give you, it'll zap you with laser beams. It's an electric burr. I see that treasure chest back there. But first, let's save the game. And then I'm actually going to take a few minutes and I'm going to go back to the police precinct because yes, that is still an option. We can go all the way back to the entrance and get back in the car and Daniel will drive us back to the precinct so that I can drop off this junk with Wayne. Possibly. Let me take a look at my inventory before I decide on that for sure. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. So I will pause, and then I will be back. Ooh. I didn't realize that, Warner here showed up. Oh. I guess this is Harry. We found him. We need to go back to the precinct. I thought we could do that. Maybe I'm thinking of a different... Oh. I guess I was mistaken. Well, either way, that's something neat to show you. I didn't know that was here, and I clearly am misremembering when you can go back to the precinct to drop stuff off with Wayne, so that's fun. Anyway, I'll just get back to where we fought the burr. Okay, we're back. I did end up having to fight a couple of battles while I was off screen. It can't be helped. We have a full inventory, full of junk. Great. Great. If I need to, I will dump medicines or something. Which I will need to get rid of something. Drop this cure P. We have the detox skill now, we don't need it. And in here we get ammo plus 15. I guess I didn't need to do that. That's not a door. For some reason I thought there was a way off this screen. I guess not. So we gotta go back down through here. Make a left. And I was expecting the ghost girl. Well, either way, the ghost girl shows up here and she runs down towards this side of the screen, which is what I'm going to do. If you go off to the left, that basically takes you to the end of the area. And then I think we want to go right here to get more prizes. Well, there's the ghost girl again. I think I want to go over here first. There's a treasure there. Oh, this is just a big circle. It's a big circle. Can you name the movie? It's also set in New York City. Ammo plus 15. Not what I was hoping for. An SV vest, it's a survival vest. It has additional storage capacity. That's what that special feature is in the lower right there. You can equip it if you want. I will not. But it might be something I move to an item later on. Anyway, let me take care of these. Bear kicked my butt. Oh, we got some more bonus points, and we got heal 2. Anyway, from crows, when you can steal from them, you can steal either medicine 2s, or you can steal, junk. So just keep that in mind. Here we have more enemies. Just some snakes. Alright, let me take care of these. They didn't drop anything great. Yeah, I'll go ahead and take everything and I'll chug one of those medicine ones that I have floating in my inventory. Why not? Down here? Sure. What can we exchange? Here, take a medicine one. We get a defense plus 1. That is an option if you, have a full inventory whenever you check a treasure chest. I'll just stick that on there. Why not? If you go up, I believe that takes you back to a place we've already been. There's the ghost girl. Think we want to go up and around here? Yeah, you see the treasure in the middle of the woods? That could be a very valuable item. Quite the super item. But it would be very, very rare. We'd have to get extremely lucky. Ah, it's just a regular one. A couple of those ammo boxes could have also been tools. So. Oh well, no such luck. Head this way? Is there anything over here? It looks like it's a path, but it's not. Just remembered I should probably reload. Aya's health is fine. For crows! So the only flaw with a slow rate of fire is that enemies can move outside of your range. Huh. Well, let's see what I can drop here. Yeah, that's fine. I might end up... I still am probably gonna have to drop some junk before I end this area, go to the end of this area. But with that battle, you basically are like, you just have to guess which crow is gonna hit me next. 98 at 123. Just go ahead and use heal 1. Gonna be another fight with a burr here soon, if I recall correctly. Think this is it? Yep. Burr hit me with some lightning. And one of the snakes got me, so I got poisoned. But that's okay, that helps solve some of my inventory problems. Wait, what? Why am I being attacked now? Monkeys! Level up. Oh, I forgot to throw out some bonus points. I should do that. We have an even 200 of them. That's +2 attack. No? And I'll go ahead and reload. As you can see, ammunition is not a concern. Now, if I recall correctly, the stairs... I don't remember if we can go up the stairs. Oh, we can. Huh. That might lead to the end of the area. I don't remember if the center area leads to anything special, so let's check it out. A lot of this is going off of memory, dear viewers. Let's see, there's a couple of treasure chests here. Defense +1. See what we got here. Yeah, I'll leave the junk. Critical evade +1. Nice. Okay, and because I would like to free up some more inventory, I think I am going to go ahead and use this tool to move the bonus stats from our Kevlar vest to our special vest. That will free up plenty of inventory spaces. And then I'll go ahead and recollect our junk, because I believe that gives us 4 free inventory slots. Oh no. Okay. Can we deposit an item? We can. I don't know if that gets preserved. It might. Someone can then enlighten me in the comments. That would be interesting to find out. Anyway, we'll come up here. And we'll have to fight some more enemies. Easy enough. We're gonna leave these 2 junks. Like I said, I want to make sure that I have 4 empty inventory slots for what's coming up. And we'll go ahead and drop a save. And then I will catch you all next time on Let's Play Parasite Eve. Until then, I've been the Arcade Rogue, and as always, I hope you have a wonderful day.